Okay, perfect. Okay, good afternoon, and welcome to Tyler Consolidated's first annual Quiz Bowl competition. At this time, we have a few reminders. If you're in the audience, you need to remain silent. There's to be no talking and no cheering. Okay, this is very serious, and our contestants have to concentrate. Okay, so make sure there's no cheering and no talking. If you are a contestant, it's just a reminder that at the table, you are not allowed to talk, or you will have points deducted. Okay, you are not allowed to talk. At this time, I would like to invite Tyler Consolidated Team A and Shortline Team A to the stage, please, for the first round of the championship. Okay, do you all have paper and pencils? Short line, let's do a buzzer test. Short line 1. Short line 2. Short line 3. Short line 4. Short line 5. Thank you. Tyler 1. Tyler 2. Tyler 3. Tyler 4. Tyler 5. Thank you. Good. Take a deep breath. Relax, and we're going to get started. What is Baby Yoda's real name? Tyler 4. Grogu, that is correct. What are the names of Harry Potter's best friends? Tyler 4. Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Good. Ron Weasley and Hermione Granger. Who is Justin Bieber married to? Short line 4. Hailey Bieber. That is correct. What boy band is Harry Styles formerly a member of? Tyler 4. One Direction, and that is correct. Whose real name is Colson Baker? The correct answer is Machine Gun Kelly. How many Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are there? Tyler 1. 4, and that is the correct answer. Whose real name is Steve Rogers? Tyler 3. Captain America. That is correct. Who plays Spider-Man in the Amazing... Short line 4. Excuse me? Tobey Maguire, that is incorrect. Let me reread the question. Who plays Spider-Man in the Amazing Spider-Man movies? Tyler 3. Andrew Garfield, and that is correct. This state's capital is home to summer festivals called Water 5, which were established under its convicted felon mayor, Buddy Cianci. In 2020, ballot measure removed the word plantations from this state's official name. Mansions, such as the Breakers, are found in the state's town of Newport, which overlooks... Tyler 1. Ohio? That is incorrect. Let me reread the question. This state's capital is home to summer festivals called Water Fire, which were established under its convicted felon mayor, Buddy Cianci. In 2020, ballot measure removed the word plantations from this state's official name. Mansions such as the Breakers are found in this state's town of Newport, which overlooks the Narragansett Bay. Roger Williams founded, for 10 points, what smallest U.S. state by land area? Okay. This should be... yeah. Short line 5? Rhode Island, that is correct. The largest one of these structures by volume in the world is the great one built by... Tyler 3. Egypt is incorrect. Let me reread the question. The largest one of these structures by volume in the world is a great one built by Chicxulub. The god Cuculon is the dedicae of El Castillo, one of these structures in a city on the Yucatan. The Maya and the Aztecs primarily built stepped ones out of these structures, such as in the city of Chichen Itza. For 10 points, name these structures that the Mesoamericans designed differently than the ones in Giza, Egypt.
Short line 4.
Pyramids, and that is correct. In the 1300s, this position's holder unusually lived in the French city of Avignon. At the 1095 Council of Clermont, crowds shouted Des Volt along a holder of this position, which was held by 4 members of Florence's Medici family like Leo X. White smoke signals that one of these people had been elected by a conclave. For 10 points, what religious position is currently held by Francis?
Short line 4.
Pope, and that is correct. In this state, Byron de la Beckwith assassinated NAACP member Medgar Evers. 2 men in this state lynched a teenager for allegedly whistling to Carolyn Bryant. The first African American to attend the state's flagship university was civil rights activist James Meredith. In this state, a magnolia flag replaced the one with the Confederate symbols. 14-year-old Emmett Till was killed, and for 100 points, what stayed home to Ole Miss?
Tyler 3.
Alabama is incorrect. The correct answer is Mississippi. This resource can be obtained through structures whose artisan types are powered by natural pressure without the need for pumping. Overdrafting for agriculture is causing depletion of a major source of this resource in the American Great Plains called the Ogallala Aquifer. In many rural areas, this resource is stored in towers. For 10 points,
Tyler 3.
Water is correct. After losing a contest to the satyr Marises, this figure declares that the judge must have the ears of a donkey and the flays Narcissus alive. This figure kills the sons of Niobe after she boasts about being greater than this figure's mother, Leto. This god was a gifted liar who made from eternal from Hermes, and Hermes stole his cattle. For 10 points, identify this twin brother of Archimedes, the god of healing and the sun.
Tyler 1.
Apollo is the correct answer. Bertrand Russell formulated one of these statements concerning the set of all sets which do not contain themselves. One of these statements involving Achilles chasing a tortoise was one of the many of these statements posed by Zeno of Elea. The grandfather, one of these things results from committing murder while traveling. For 10 points, name these statements which contradict themselves.
Tyler 1.
Paradox is the correct answer. A type of NMR spectroscopy named for these particles is used to detect the chemical shift of hydrogen atoms in an organic compound, as opposed to carbon NMR. This most stable baryon is composed up of 2 quarks and 1 down quark. The atomic number of an element equals the number of these particles.
Tyler 2.
Protons is the correct answer. The Sleeping Bear Dunes overlook this lake, which is crossed by a ferry between Ludington and Manitowoc. The Dore Peninsula separates the main part of this lake from its Green Bay. This lake is often considered to form part of a larger lake with Lake Huron, which it meets at the Straits of Mackinac. The Indian Dunes in the city of Chicago lie on, for 10 points, what Great Lake named for the Midwestern state?
Tyler 1.
Michigan is the correct answer. Okay, at this time, if Tyler Consolidated Team B, and I believe, is it River, would please come to the stage. Okay, do you all have a pencil and paper?
River, let's do a buzzer check. River 1, River 2, River 3, River 4, River 5. Thank you. Tyler 1, Tyler 2, Tyler 3, Tyler 4, Tyler 5. Thank you.
Okay, relax, take a deep breath, and we'll start. What Netflix show takes place in Hawkins, Indiana?
Tyler 2,
Stranger Things is correct. Who was the first winner of American Idol?
Tyler 3,
Carrie Underwood is incorrect.
River 2,
Kelly Clarkson is correct. What is Billie Eilish's full name? The correct answer is Billie Eilish Pirate Baird O'Connell. In what state is the Coachella Music Festival held?
River 2,
California is the correct answer. Who is Stephanie Germanotta?
River 1,
Gwen Stefani is incorrect. Lady Gaga is the correct answer.
I'm going to stop timer for a second. Who got the question before last, right?
River
Gotcha.
was California, correct? Okay. Okay. What day is Star Wars Day?
River 1,
May 4th is correct. How many Harry Potter books and movies are there?
Tyler 3,
Can you elaborate? Okay, incorrect.
River 1,
Correct, 7 books and 8 movies. Who is Jennifer Lopez married to? The correct answer is Ben Affleck. Maki Maki was worshipped by the people of a place whose English name contains the name of this holiday. This holiday is the most prominent movable feast, and computing its date has been the source of historical controversy. Palm Sunday begins the Holy Week that precedes this holiday.
Tyler 3,
Easter Island is correct. This battle's name was applied to an 1819 massacre against government reform protesters in Manchester. Borders were resolved using terms set at the Congress of Vienna after this battle, at which Prussian forces under von Blücher fought alongside the Duke of Wellington. When this battle's loser was exiled to St. Helena, the French monarchy was restored. For 10 points, what 1815 battle was Napoleon's final defeat?
River 1,
The Battle of Waterloo is correct. Points of minimal motion on standing types of these entities are called nodes. 2 of these entities may undergo constructive or destructive interference. Refraction causes these entities to change direction when passing through and between media. These things are defined by their frequency, amplitude.
Tyler 4,
Ghost is incorrect. Let me read the question. Points of minimal motion on standing types of these entities are called nodes. Two of these entities may undergo constructive or deconstructive interference. Refraction causes these entities to change direction when passing between media. These things are defined by their frequency, amplitude, and namesake length.
River 1, sound waves.
My judge. Sound waves. Okay, and that's incorrect. It is just waves because we were talking about things more than just sound. GUIs or GUIs in this programming language can be developed using the Swing API. This language developed by Sun Microsystems has the slogan, "Write once, run anywhere," advertising its namesake, virtual machine. Much of the original code base of Minecraft was written in this program.
River 1, what is JavaScript?
That is incorrect. GUIs or GUIs in this programming language can be developed using the Swing API. This language developed by Sun Microsystems has the slogan, "Write once, run anywhere," advertising its namesake, virtual machine. Much of the original code base of Minecraft was written in this programming language. For 10 points, name this popular object-oriented programming language whose symbol is a cup of coffee. Java is the correct answer. 13 people surround one of these objects in a Salvador Dali painting featuring a translucent human torso and arms. Tintoretto oriented one of these objects diagonally in his version of the same biblical scene. Jesus, his apostles, and Judas sit behind one of these objects, which is covered in plates and bread.
River 1, a table.
Table is the correct answer. J.R.R. Tolkien was inspired to create the Ents by his disappointment with the resolution of a prophecy in this play, in which an army dresses up as trees. Another prophecy in this play is fulfilled when a character reveals that he was born by C-section. A character cries out, "Damn Spot," after encouraging her husband to kill Duncan in, for 10 points, what Shakespeare play about a Scottish king?
River 1, Macbeth.
Correct, The Tragedy of Macbeth. A 9-point of these shapes can be drawn to pass through the midpoints of its given triangle sides. Right triangles are usually drawn inside one of these shapes in the Cartesian plane to explain the calculation of trig functions. A line between 2 points on one of these shapes is called a chord. For 10 points, name these shapes whose circumference is equal to pi times their diameter.
Tyler 5.
Circles is the correct answer. A revolution named for this color was pioneered by Nobel Peace Prize winner Norman Borlaug. In the election of 2000, Ralph Nader ran with a party named for this color. To spread a movement named for this color, Gaylord Nelson created Earth Day. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez proposed a New Deal of this color supported by Greta Thunberg. For 10 points, name this color that environmental activists might.
River 1, green.
Green is the correct answer. The blood from the right half of this figure was said to bring the dead back to life. Steno and Euryale were siblings of this child of Ceto, who gave birth to Chrysaor upon her death. A body part of this figure was placed upon the Aegis shield by Athena. This figure was transformed into a monster after Poseidon assaulted her at the temple to Athena and was slain by Perseus. For 10 points, identify this Gorgon whose gaze petrified men.
River 2.
Medusa, that is the correct answer. Gina de Campo said that if a person with this relation to him had wheels, they would have been a bike. A person with this relation to a young boy tells stories about the Grand High Witch in Roald Dahl novel Sweetie. Is given to one of these people who favors Manny and plays bingo in The Diary of a Wimpy Kid. In Coco, Miguel's guitar is destroyed by, for 10 points, what kind of purpose called an abuelita in Spanish?
River 5, Grandma.
And that is correct, Grandma. Okay, if Tyler Consolidated Team A would please come to the stage. Okay, if everyone would please quiet down, this will be the final round for the championship between River and Tyler Consolidated Team A.
Tyler, let's go ahead and do a buzzer check. Tyler 1, Tyler 2, Tyler 3, Tyler 4, Tyler 5. Thank you. River 1, River 2, River 3, River 4, River 5. Thank you.
Okay, take a deep breath. Relax. Okay. During this conflict, the Desert Fox, Erwin Rommel, lost the Battle of El Alamein in Egypt. One side in this conflict launched Operation Barbarossa, which also defeated at the Battle of Stalingrad. Offenses during this conflict included the Battle of the Bulge and a landing at Normandy, which began the
River 1,
World War II is the correct answer. One author who wrote in this language wrote The Pillow Book, and another wrote the travelogue Narrow Road to the Deep North. One story written in this language is regarded as the world's first novel, and a modern author who writes in this language is Haruki Murakami.
River 1,
Japanese is the correct answer. On this astronomical object, scientists have observed a heart-shaped region of lighter color than its surroundings. This object became the first Kuiper Belt object to be discovered when Klein Tombaugh observed it in 1930. Following the discovery of Eris, the IAU reclassified this object as a dwarf planet.
Tyler 3,
Pluto is the correct answer. A boy in this novel is given the Henry Ward Beecher Medal at the end. The dog Daisy throws up on the protagonist, Boba Fett's costume in this novel, making him attend the party as Ghostface and hear Jack making fun of him. In this novel, the principal, Mr. Tushman, introduces the main character to Charlotte and the bully Julian. For 10 points, name this R.J. Palacio novel about Augie Poolsman, a boy.
Tyler 1,
Wonder is the correct answer. This substance is stopped when thrombin converts fibrinogen molecules into fibrin. Sickle cell anemia occurs due to a mutation in hemoglobin, which is carried by this substance through venules and capillaries.
River 1,
Red blood cells is incorrect. Let me repeat the question. This substance is stopped when thrombin converts fibrinogen molecules into fibrin. Sickle cell anemia occurs due to a mutation in hemoglobin, which is carried by this substance through venules and capillaries. Platelets help this substance clot, and it is pumped out of the aorta and through arteries and veins as it carries oxygen through the body.
Tyler 1,
Blood is the correct answer. This author wrote about a pair of lovers who lived in a kingdom by the sea in his poem, Annabel Lee. In one of this author's short stories, the narrator admits to killing a man and hiding his heart under
Tyler 1,
Edgar Allan Poe is the correct answer. Countries must specialize in their production in order to benefit from this process, according to the theory of comparative advantage. Mercantilism attempts to gain wealth from this process, whose free variety exemplified by the NAFTA agreement.
Tyler, three.
He said, oh, I'm sorry, free trade. Okay, that is incorrect. Let me reread the question.
River two.
Trade is the correct answer. A Laura Esquivel novel about Tita de la Garza is titled Like Water For. This substance, its name comes from an Aztec word meaning bitter water, and it is primarily a component of a mole sauce. Ancient Mexicans cultivated many cocoa trees to create this foodstuff.
River one.
Chocolate is the correct answer. This kind of substance is created in a tomac, which uses a powerful magnetic field to make a shape like a torus. These substances are made out of free electrons and positively charged cations and conduct electricity. Like gases, this state of matter has no definite shape or volume.
Tyler, one.
Plasma is the correct answer. The well of Emir is located underneath one of these objects and grants wisdom to anybody who drinks from it.
Tyler, two.
The well of life is incorrect. The well of Emir is located underneath one of these objects and grants wisdom to anybody who drinks from it. The squirrel Ratatoskar runs between the top and the bottom of one of these objects to relay messages. The roots of one of these objects are gnawed by the serpent Neohogger.
River one. Tree.
Trees is the correct answer. This state's high point, Britton Hill, is the lowest high point of any of the 50 states. This state and a state to its north share the Okanoki Swamp, and the Lake Okeechobee is in the state.
Tyler, three.
Florida is the correct answer. This instrument was played by the composer of Watermelon Man, Herbie Hancock. Guitar, drums, bass, and this instrument form a jazz rhythm section.
River five.
Piano is the correct answer. Depending on their mineral composition, rocks of this type can be classified as felsic or mafic. Iceland's black
Tyler, one.
sedimentary, that is incorrect. Depending on their mineral composition, rocks of this type can be classified as felsic or mafic. Iceland's black sand beaches are created by this type of rock, which include extrusive types such as pumice and the black glassy substance called obsidian.
River one. Insidious.
Can you repeat that, please?
Insidious.
Insidious is incorrect. Igneous is the correct answer. The first 5 books of the Bible are often called the law of this man. This man broke a pair of stone tablets in anger over.
Tyler, one.
Moses is the correct answer. A legendarily crazy holder of this position tried to appoint his horse into a government position and had the name Little Boots.
River one. Alexander the Great.
That is incorrect. A legendary crazy holder of this position tried to appoint his horse into a government position and had the name Little Boots. The first holder of this position defeated Mark Antony at the Battle of Actium. A holder of this position may have played the fiddle during a fire, and its first holder was the adopted son of Julius Caesar. Augustus and Nero held for 10 points what position that ruled a massive Italian-based empire.
Tyler, three.
That is incorrect. The correct answer would be a Roman emperor or an emperor of Rome. A speedrunner who played this game was the subject of a 2020 paper accusing him of cheating, observing statistically.
Tyler 5.
Dream is incorrect.
River 1.
Minecraft is correct. This country's walled port city of St. Malo was a historic center of piracy and is the starting point for a sailing race that ends in this country's overseas territory of Guadeloupe. The only Celtic language in this mainland Europe is spoken in this country's region of Brittany, which is west of Normandy. The Seine River passes through the city's capital.
Tyler 3.
Venice is incorrect.
River 1. Italy.
Italy is incorrect. The correct answer is France. While in the House of Representatives, Abraham Lincoln opposed this war with the spot resolutions. The Wilmot Proviso tried to ban slavery and lands gained from this conflict. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended this conflict, which began.
River 1. The Civil War.
The Civil War is incorrect. While in the House of Representatives, Abraham Lincoln opposed this war with the spot resolutions. The Wilmot Proviso tried to ban slavery and lands gained from this conflict. The Treaty of Guadalupe Hidalgo ended this conflict, which began after a dispute over the Rio Grande River and led to Santa Anna's country ceding California to the U.S. For 10 points, in what 1840s war did the U.S. fight its southern neighbor?
Tyler 3.
The Mexican-American War is correct. Holy cow.